back on doing some work on the Srad this week, so I've signed a new rider, and that new rider is Aaron Sadler. So I'm absolutely chuffed to bits to have signed Aaron for this season, but there is a few jobs that need to be done to the bike in preparation for the first race. So I've got the bike stripped down, you'll see already I've got the new numbers on, so this is 441, Aaron Sadler's numbers. We've got the fairings off, I've removed the radiator. So you remember last year this radiator, I put this together. This is for a Kawasaki, this radiator, and I made some adjustments so it would fit the Suzuki. So I made a bracket there, and I took these brackets off the Suzuki radiator and I've alley welded them onto this one so it fits on. Also, I had to cut the pipe there where the pipe fastens on there, and I've had to turn that and re-weld that on so it fits. So last year I ran standard headers on the bike into a Yoshimura end can. So that's a Yoshimura RS3 there. That's what we used last year. So I'm wanting to change the headers on the bike. The ones I've got are a bit different. You can see how these go into here, and they're welded round here on these standard pipes. So these will just be the standard steel pipes that come on the bike from factory. I've now actually bought this system here. So these are Sebring headers into this Remus Grand Prix end can. So apparently this flows really well. It's supposed to be a really good upgrade from the standard setup. So I'm looking forward to getting this on and seeing what it's like. So it wasn't in this condition when I got it. It did have quite a nasty gouge in there. I've been cutting it out, trying to cut that gouge out. I think I could probably go a bit more with it, a bit more of a wet flat and polish. I have been polishing this last night to try and get it to look a lot nicer, and I'll continue to polish the rest of it up. I just want to get it looking as good as I can before I put it on the bike. So last night, one of my last jobs before I decided to give up was removing the header bolts. So I got as far as getting these 4 out here, and I went on to this one, and it started to prove itself to be problematic. So it rounded off in there. I've heated it up, put heat on it. I've tried to get a spline on it. I tapped that spline in, and I thought it was going to go with some heat, but it decided that it wasn't going to go. So that one's been a bit of a pain in the backside. I'm going to have a think of some more ideas and drop back onto that this morning. I managed to get all those bolts out of there apart from one. Always one. We all know that saying. Always one every time we do something. So I cannot get that out of there for anything. Anyway, fortunate for me, I've just had a delivery. So 2 sets here. This set is actually for extracting Allen bolts that are rounded out. So that is actually for the Allen bolts when they've rounded out, just like the problem I've got. And this set is for bolt heads that have rounded off, so you can get onto them. Now I was thinking one of these might actually go on the external of the Allen bolt. It might go around the outside of it if this doesn't work going on the inside. And even if these don't work, they're going to come in handy anyway, because obviously mechanical stuff, well, at some point I might need it. So I'll give this a try, and if this fails, I'll give one of these a try. I don't know if you can hear that noise going in the background, but it is in fact my ultrasonic cleaner. So I'm rebuilding some carbs here. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. It is quite noisy, and I've just got some bits in the ultrasonic cleaner over there. Anyway, back to trying to get this stud out. I've just tapped that on there. If I'm honest, I'll be surprised if it works. No way. No way. It's worked. Still a bit hot, so that has successfully extracted that. Absolutely mint. So that's that set there on Amazon, sorry, and I'll put a link in the comments for that one. If you click on the link, it'll take you straight to these. Absolutely mint. I would never have got that out without them. So I did smack a spline in, that didn't do it, but these absolutely spot on. So it's that end they've got on them, they twist in and grip as you're trying to get them out, and with the heat, I think the heat's a must. It's worked. I did use a heat before with this, but obviously this just wasn't enough. I've had another delivery, more goodies arrived, and it is, in this box is an Ignitec ignition system for the bike, so we can mess about and program different maps to our setup. So I think my plan is with it is I'll get the exhaust system on the bike, fit the new Ignitec ignition, and then I'll have to take it and put it on a dyno. We'll see what brake horsepower we're getting, and then we'll have a look to see what we can do for improvements.